Hello to all my friends out there. Hi, you guys. I hope everyone is doing okay. I can recommend these Dollar Tree candles. I'm going to pick up a couple. I hope everyone is doing okay out there. Okay, this video is save money 33% and more on meat, what we are likely to squander money on, and should we worry about World War III. So, okay, what I do to save money on meat is I buy meat marked down all the time. I bought a set of, these were the nicest dishes, and so I still have the platter. Everything else got broke, but I thought, I want to enjoy my platter. So what I did is I went to Smart and Final, and I bought these thin cut steaks for $10.90, and they were $15.58. And I think I got around 6 of them. And let's see. So you figure I saved $4.68. So each steak was $1.82. So 2 for $2.60. So basically, by buying a markdown, it was like buying 2 steaks free. And so what I'll do is I will just put these, and these cook up fast. That's the good part. And I will just eat as many as I want, and then I will eat the rest for lunch when I come home from the gym. Today I didn't go to the gym because I have had brutal insomnia, and when that happens, there's like no sleep. I hope none of you have it. I've had it for years. So this is $10 worth of steak that I bought marked down. So then 2 out of 6, so it was like getting 2 free, is like 1/3, like 33% free. So it's basically a $1.82 steak, and some of them are pretty big. So, but I mean, at this price, you know, eat as many as you want. And then I like to eat steak sauce on my steak. And so I bought this sweet potato. I need to eat my squash. I have been buying, here it is. So, the sweet potato needed to be eaten. Even though the root foods last a long time, there comes a point where you really kind of need to eat it. I just baked it at 350. Okay, so now, so I bought 3 of these for $1, and those were in the dollar bags at Ralph's that I've been buying. And so, okay, so I bought the meat cheap, the carb cheap. So what I look for is potatoes, sweet potatoes, and rice. So I bought 5 pounds of potatoes, I think it was this week. I looked for the markdown on sweet potatoes. Ralph's had $5 pounds for $2.98, but I noticed some of the and this is homemade butter I made. So I will put a little bit on my sweet potato. I just bought heavy cream, a pint at Walmart. And then I blended it in the blender, and this Walmart butter was good. It all coagulated into butter. There was no way. It's like a soft butter, but that's at least a pound. It's not that cheap. And then last night I made bacon gravy. So tonight I want to heat it up and I want to put it on my sweet potato. And I bought, I think it was last week, 5 of these shelf-stable milks for $1.25 at Dollar Tree. So just by doing this cheap stuff, so the 3 major root foods are potatoes. I bought a bag of potatoes for $1 the large Ralph's potatoes. And then I bought an assortment of citrus fruit for $1, and that's really cheap. And so, you know, you get into the habit of doing this. So the idea with the root foods is they're going to last for a long time. So you're going to buy some cheap meat. The chicken legs at Walmart are just about $5.60, so they've gone up 60 cents. So you figure that's a little bit over 10%. So I will just zap this. I still have biscuits left too. That's really not that much gravy. And then I want to make a BLT salad. Oh, I didn't take my lettuce. Today I was at Walmart. One of the reasons I had to go to Walmart is because the gym takes time out of your life. And, you know, I just needed to go shopping for a couple essential items. Why can't I ever find scissors? Okay, so I have found Walmart, and this doesn't expire until June 18th. So I just want a little salad, and so I bought these tomatoes at Walmart, and they have really lasted. Okay, let me let's see if it's hot. Oh, this smells good. You could have this leftover gravy with some eggs, some sausage, you know. I'm making the BLT salad because I have leftover bacon. So for me, you know, I think what's best is to stay a little bit low carb at my age. Stay, you know, saving money at my age. Every possible thing I can possibly think of. Here's my pizza pan. I've had it for a long time. Here's my leftover bacon, so I'll just crumble a little bit on my, so yeah, I'm being cheap. You know, I learned a long time ago, we don't know what the future holds. For all we know, these are the good old days. So, you know, and they're more likely to be the good old days if you do stuff now to make the future good. I'm going to do some stuff and I'll tell you what it is in a minute. And one of the things is right now to do some of this stuff, and do not worry what the other guy thinks, because they'll be sleeping sound when you're, you know, doing poorly. It's a good idea just to take care of yourself. Okay, whatever that might be. Okay. I don't split hairs on, you know, steak sauce or a little gravy or a little salad dressing if you have it. So the gravy really tastes tasty. Maybe I can find my salad dressing. All right, I don't want to tear this whole refrigerator up just to find the salad dressing, and I'll put a little steak sauce. I have good steak sauce in there in the depths of my refrigerator too. Also, I'm trying to do a little work on eBay. When you've been out of it for a while, oh, I forgot the cheese. This was the best cheese I got at the food pantry. This is pumpkin spice cheddar cheese. I think this came from Trader Joe's. This week I'm probably going to go to the food pantry and see what they have, you know, if it's anything. What I think the thing to do, the prudent thing to do, is just eat whatever they give you. The food is good. It's better than I generally buy myself. This food I've been buying lately is pretty good. You know, I've been buying it at Ralph's, so I'll put a little cheese on there since I have it. So that and so yesterday I was talking about how animal protein might get pricey. Yeah, it probably will. That's why we want to do every low cost thing we can think of. Okay, now I'll have a little bit of tea. I like to drink my tea in my, so what I did with these steaks is I just followed the directions on this. This is like shake and bake, and you just wet your steak, toss your steak around in this stuff in a baggie and bake 425. But if you don't have shake and bake, you can just do the same thing. Just dust your steak with a little flour and bake it. You can fry it too. But this stuff for what, 6 steaks, 80 cents each, is about 10 cents. It's kind of like the sauce, you know, the steak sauce a little bit. They had barbecue too. So keeping basic food. All this food is real food. The gravy was made out of bacon drippings, real bacon, with milk. The salad is real, and the meat is real food, because they're offering meat alternatives, but it's just as expensive as the meat. Okay, the other root foods are carrots, turnips, beets, radishes, and I can grow those year round, and parsnips. The only reason I haven't put poison on my plants is it seems heartless to put it on there, since my pests are squirrels and birds. So I'm trying to figure out what to do about that. I'm thinking about that. I'm a city dweller, you know, and I'm also going to be getting some coconut out of that. Okay, so now, just by buying those deals and the markdown meat and just finding stuff on sale. Okay, so now, now, what do people squander money on? Okay, poor people spend 75% of all the food they have on, 75% of all the money they have on food, transportation, rent, utilities, and cell phones. So I put a check by transportation and utilities and food, because it is possible to save on these items. Rent, not so much. Cell phone, you know, if you're not carrying a lot of extra options on your phone, although they have an app now, and you can have access to the AI on your phone. But also, you know, there is a slight possibility that your AI is gathering data about you on your phone. And I think it's a very small fee, but then they get you hooked in, and it's going to be about $20 a month. But we've been asking my son's AI all kinds of questions, so I'm probably going to fork out the $20, maybe. Okay, food. Okay, okay. For the lower class, which is under $30,000, they spend $5,090 a year. So that is 5 out of 30. So that's about 18%. Then utilities, like right now I have my air on, but I haven't had my air on all day. I just flipped it on for when I was doing the video. Okay, and so you know what a person can do is just live as if you don't have utilities. And that's going to drastically cut your utilities. I cut mine from $500 a month to $200. But it's going to be harder in the summer because it's hot here. So far it's not been too hot. Okay, on transportation, I knew this lady and her car was on its last leg, and her mechanic said, don't drive anywhere except to work and back and check your oil and your water. And so how many people have you known and their car is on their last leg? I used to drive my cars like that. It was awful, actually. But it's possible. Like the gym cost me about $50 a week on gas to get to that. So but I don't want to cut that now because I'm trying to work on my muscles. This happened to me. I said, my God, you know, my legs seem muscly. That was not my desire. And I weigh the same amount as the day I walked in, but your muscles weigh more than flabbed, so I can't say I'm not in better shape. So I am going to be working on this diet. Less carbs, less sugar, stuff like that. Okay, now, what do we squander our money on? The average groceries would be about $240 a month, $240 to $300 a month. So by going to the food pantry, making yourself, so say you can't save any money, well, say if you could save $100, maybe you could just eat the food I could eat the food at the food pantry. I could easily do that. Okay, we squander money on cigarettes. That's debatable if you're a smoker. Booze, that's debatable if you drink. I squander money on Diet Coke, but I discovered that I got the Kroger Diet Coke, and it's not bad. And it's like very cheap. It was like 3 12-packs for $12. So that is really cheap. So you know, just like these little savings. People order food in, like DoorDash, and I think the DoorDash, I think, is 20% more than if you go get it yourself or eat it in. But I think DoorDash would be a great job if you live in a car. One of my friends, she's so poor, and the minute she got paid, she would go make a beeline to Denny's and the Pancake House, and she really couldn't afford it, and then at the end of the month she would be broke. Snacks and coffee, I can see that. Today I bought 2 bags of candy. Just $5 per day is $100, $150 a month, $2,000 a year. And so then you have $5,090 in food, so that is $7,090 that could be, I mean, it is hard to cut that down. I mean, life is restrictive anyway when you don't have money. My son went to the fair and ordered these they were like donut things with whipped cream and strawberries, and he said, guess how much? And so I guessed $20 for two, but it was $38 for two. That's how wild. When I was young, we used to go to the fair, and it was expensive then. I would pay the way in, and my boyfriend would pay the snacks, but that is just for two desserts. He said the food's pretty good. People buy new cars. We bought a car recently, and it was carmax.com. Really nice little used car. A Corolla, like my car. So it's not, you're not going to be, you know, you're not going to be stopping traffic, but it'll get you where you have to go. It was about $16,000. That's reasonable. Gambling and what are the lottery tickets? It's kind of like the snacks. You go, well, it's just a couple of dollars here and a couple of dollars there, but you go back to the $5 and you can't afford it. Clothes, overspending. Today, I went about 6 months and I thought, I don't want to buy clothes. I don't want to buy anything. Well, then I was getting scroungy and I said to myself, okay, I'm going to go to Walmart. I'm going to buy some clothes and forget it. I have to get clothes. So I went there and I thought, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not buying these colors I hate. I'm not buying this. It was like hot pink, neo colored green. I go, no, just wait. Go to the thrift store. And I was even like desperate, and I was going to go to the men's section, and I couldn't find anything. And so I thought, no, you're just going to look scroungy until you find some stuff at the thrift store. Unused gym memberships. I can see how that can happen. Like today, you know, when I didn't go. And you go, I don't want to go. But, oh, it's only $1 a day. But the only reason I didn't force myself was the insomnia. Now, should we worry about World War III? And I was thinking about this. Should we worry about World War III? Well, they say no, because your worrying won't make any difference in World War III. But this makes sense to me. It is unlikely because we have so much globalization. But then, so which is true, all the countries are dependent on the other countries. Like, you know, they sell their stuff to us, we sell their stuff. But what they're doing is they're creating more hospitable groups that see things their way, and so those could cause problems ultimately. But so these groups strengthen each other economically. So, but they still say because we're so globally dependent, it's probably not going to be like a war, like they're having the wars now in Israel and the wars in the Ukraine. But World War III, maybe not. The safest place to live is New Zealand or Australia, but Australia is almost impossible to immigrate to unless you have a lot of money. Okay, now what we're likely to see is trade sanctions, travel bans, export restrictions, like restrict their products that they can send, or trade embargoes, prohibit on exports from one, so they can't send us anything because, you know, they're embargoes. And this is a bad one, asset seizures. So they just seize assets, you know, which is probably not making people happy. Okay, but the Bible says in the end of times we're going to have wars and rumors of wars, but that is not the end. So these wars and rumors are rumors of wars are not the end. So what I've been doing, if you guys want to do this, I just go and I find Revelations, the whole audio book, and you can listen to it over and over and over. So I don't think it's going to be a full-on, that doesn't mean some bad stuff like power outages. Like you notice a couple of our bridges had these mishaps, stuff like that. I want to show you what I got. Okay, this is good. I got this for, it's 40 instant breakfast. So you have your powdered milk, and sometimes if you like just feel like you're gonna start gobbling food, one of these will really help. So these are generally $16+, and I got this for $11. So you know, I saved $5, so that's about 33%. So that's what we wanted, and it's 40, so it's enough for over a month. And I don't actually eat those every day, so I am going to be sharing with you some of my money. Some of the money saving restraints is like self-control, like not buying blouses that I really hated, and they were short too, which at my age is not flattering. So, okay, you guys, I will see you tomorrow. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And God bless you all.